The one thing no one prepared us for was how our body shifts, especially after a certain age. No one prepares us for that. We remember Big Mama being like moody, and even our mother, like our parents, like, well, our mother, like, dang, like, why is she being so mean, not knowing that there was a shift occurring, you know? Well, I can only speak for myself, but I know for sure. I'm like, oh, it had to be perimenopause slash menopause because there was a lot going on emotionally from my mom. But again, no one prepares us for how our body shifts. And it shifts quietly, which is kind of like scary because it does. It just shifts quietly. Like there is no alarm that says, okay, on this day of this month at this time, we about to dive into something different. Our hormones ought to go a different direction and do something we've never felt to do ever before because we've been on autopilot for so long. However, you don't even notice the changes until you start looking around at other people your age when your genes don't fit how they used to, especially if you catch your moods, especially if you're intuitive with and conscious of how you used to be responding or what things wouldn't bother you and now they're bothering you. Like the mood swings just start swinging real wide. Or this was one of my signs. You start waking up at 3 o'clock like clockwork in the morning. And you can't even explain why you feel disconnected from yourself. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Why am I waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm supposed to be asleep. But this is when I'm supposed to be turning over and getting extra thousand Z's. Not just waking up and saying, hello world, eyes wide open, everybody else sleep in the house. Or just even eyes wide open, like, okay, so what I'm supposed to do with this? I'm supposed to get up now because I haven't planned to get up at 3 a.m. Maybe my day's supposed to start around 6, 5 maybe, but not no 3 o'clock. What's going on? When I turned 38, I thought I was just tired. 38 is when everything started for me. The night sweat started for me. And waking up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning started for me. And I asked questions and no one had answers other than it's your hormones. But since I still had a regular cycle, it wasn't an issue. Oh, it was your mattress. Make sure your mattress is a certain type of fabric or fiber. Make sure your sheets are all cotton and not silk or satin because that's the reason why you're probably doing it. But it wasn't that either. It was perimenopause. And it was stress living in my like liver. And I know it's kind of like weird when I say stress living in my liver because you never heard that before. However, your hormones are directly connected to your liver, definitely correlated to your liver. Any type of hormonal problem you have, the first organ of the body to look into is how your liver is working. Because your liver is what depletes the excess amount of hormones in the body. And so, if your liver isn't regulated, you're going to have problems. It was also inflammation. I wasn't eating the best. At 38, I wasn't eating the best. I was really high carb driven. Um, Sugary foods, cookies, cakes, and pies was my thing. Like, so I really wasn't eating the best. Um, there was moments where I would go hard on juicing, and then I would stop, and I would go raw, and I would go vegan, and I go vegetarian, and I go right back to that cycle of inflammation food. It was my blood sugar too. My blood sugar was swinging. So can you imagine? You know, I'm eating the breakfast foods they want us to eat, the high carb sugars, the oatmeals without the protein and the fat, not knowing exactly how to eat for my body as I get older. So I was definitely having the blood sugar swings, the cravings, the mood swing when the sugar goes up and then comes down. It was just the cost of overgiving, you know? And so maybe that's where you are too, caught between being grateful and silently asking, is this it? Like, because when you talk to other people, they say, oh, you're just going through blah, 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 and there's no solution. Oh, you're just going through this, and that means I have to rest in it until. Oh, you go to the doctor, and they say, oh, you could be early, or, this could last for 10 years. So I'm like, all right, well, I started mine in 38. So you're saying about 48, I'm being full menopause, no more cycles. She couldn't give me an answer because she still said 38 was kind of early to be even having symptoms of perimenopause. Perimenopause wasn't even like coined a thing. It's like really new. It's really new. I say less than 10 years. Like it's really new. No one perimenopause is now being coined, and I think more so being coined now because of um, TikTok and social media. Now there's awareness that there is a period of time before your cycle ends, which is called menopause, that there's a switch up. Okay, and you will start feeling different. No, not all women don't, but let me tell you, I don't know if I believe that though. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that because maybe they were just bitchy all the time. Maybe it just was mean and moody all the time. So I was like, not at all. Like you had no symptoms at all. I've talked to plenty of women, and I've had women who've had, who's had symptoms, and women talk to women who said, I know I've never had any symptoms. Like okay, but then I see that after they go through menopause, there's some type of hormonal shift still, and they have different type of symptoms. So you may not have had the perimenopause, but you definitely are having something after well, they are after menopause. So I don't know if you get it before or you get it after. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe those symptoms were very mild that they didn't think it was something, to really pay attention to. And the first thing I tell my women that I guide and support is that your body is not the enemy. It's wise. What we're going through, we don't want to fight it. We want to support it. I tried the fighting route. I tried to fight it. I tried to fight it with different herbs, going hard in the gym, putting more stress on my body, raising my cortisol dangerously high, where my brain fog scatter was just, it was crazy. So I was trying to fight like, I'm not ready yet, because they say my age is too young. So I'm not going to go through this right now. So versus supporting it, because it is a natural change. And it's a change that we all, as women, will go through. And so your body is sending you signs. And if you're ignoring the signs, like you'll miss the exit to the peace, to the balance, and to the softness. Now I'm telling you, when you are guided with me in this process, I can't tell you when you will find your peace and your balance, but I can tell you that you will arrive there. I have different women that come to me in different stages of life, different traumas. It's not just about the physicalness as well. It's also what you can be carrying trauma-wise. And you can carry that in your womb and your uterus. It's so much deeper than just, our progesterone, our estrogen, our testosterone going haywire or depleting us, because they are leaving us. But also, if you're carrying some other things as well, that makes the process kind of more challenging as well. So we go deeper into those facets. So your peace, your balance, and your softness will come back. I can attest to that. I was raised in a very critical, judgmental background. No shade to anybody. I love everybody. I send light and love to everyone who's been a part of my journey. And see, I had a moment of brain fog. What was I trying to say? Oh, here you go. I got it back. It wasn't that long. And I was very mean, very snappy, very sharp with the tongue, especially if I'm agitated, irritated, and frustrated. And it's interesting. Those are three different things, three different ways to feel: irritated, agitated, and frustrated. Oh my gosh. But I was that often. And I noticed that I wanted to do things different than how they were done to me, especially as, my mom was growing up and becoming older. And I knew that this wasn't, and I've seen relationships and divorces because of, I would say, hormonal shifts and not getting it checked and not really leaning into that and knowing that it's okay to lean into that and get that support when you need it, knowing that something isn't right. Also, the woman I visioned myself to be was like a fairy. Like a gypsy, like a fairy. This was always high all the time. No, I don't indulge in getting high. But that euphoric, that light as a feather, just okay, everything's okay. Breathing more. I'm the lady in the field, just with the nice, cute little boho dress on, with the headband, just wallowing, just grounding my feet in nature with my freshly juiced juice. Just full of just love and light, and really not just saying it, but really feeling it. And so now that I have gotten to a place, now let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest. I can't say no. I can say I'm so much closer than I was a year ago. So much closer, and I'm still digging deep within myself. I'm still, adhering to the shift as well. So for myself, but I know how to get to where I am, and I know where I am. I got I'm closer than what I think, or I could have already arrived. I'd be trying to tweak things and hearing aids. Like, I really want to feel this way today. It's so interesting when you can be really conscious of how you want to feel and be and show up. And I wanted to be, and I am showing up as the soft, gentle, feminine energy that I deserve to be. I no longer want to be the snappy, moody. None of that serves me at all. When they say you get more bees with honey, that's for sure. And so that's what I want to help other women get back to. So it's not just all about, okay, I'm lifting weights, or I can guide you to lift weights, which is really good because you want to make sure you have your muscles, because muscles are important to have as well as we get older. Herbal concoctions, the different herbs that God has given us. I'm so grateful because they are powerful and they do work. Another unconventional way of getting through a process, because there is a way that they do offer, and it does help some people. But my route is strictly from the soil up, from the root up, natural as possible. Juicing and how to eat to help you through this shift in time, inflammation, and get that down. I went out of town this past weekend, and then in the weekend before that, and the compliments I got was, "You are aging backwards." At a time where I felt like, okay, let me make sure where the skin is supposed to be sagging, and the bloatedness and everything. But I was giving compliments to me in high regard, people that I find in high regards, that I was aging backwards. So I was like, huh, okay, I'm doing something right. So if you've been doing all the things, and all the things, you know what they are, and you still feel like your body isn't responding, I want you to know it's not your fault. It's not your fault. As I sit here and talk, I'm still planting myself in my feet, like just trying to show up for y'all. Your hormones may need a different approach though. So, like for instance, example, I was eating a lot of egg for protein. Eggs are really good for protein. I'm not, or I would say for muscle building. Eggs are really good for muscle building, especially boiled eggs. Those are really, really good for muscle building. You will build muscle. However, in eggs, they are estrogen. They're from females, so estrogen, and they're heavy antibiotic and hormone, also additional hormones given to the chickens, so they could grow faster, grow bigger, and have more eggs. So that all comes in as you eat it and affects your endocrine system and your hormone reproductive system. I noticed a change, so I had to stop. But I also have different alternatives you can use as far as plant protein options that are really, really good and help with a couple things where you didn't know was hormone affected. So, um, and that's why I offer private one-on-one sessions, because not that I got all the answers, but because I know how to help you hear your own body's truth. So everyone's body is different, right? And so I'll take a listen to your concerns, and we'll go from there. Um, there isn't a one book fit all. It might fit some, but it won't fit all. And I like to I like to have the one-on-ones because it's a safe space. Two, you really have someone listening to your concerns. Three, I like to get to the root cause, not just masking the symptoms, so that you would know, and then also you would be able to be the healer of your home, and then you will also be able to help and teach others. So this isn't just for me to hold on to. My light is to shine bright for everyone, so we all can be shining bright together. So whether it's herbs, the timing of your meals, knowing how to eat, how to break it down, how to eat, resetting your liver, like reset your liver and then support it, or just figuring out why your skin, because the skin gets real dry. My skin was getting dry, honey. I couldn't believe how dry my skin was. I went from always I went from wearing foundation to be so, like, it'd be slick, like so oily on my face to the point I put on it, it just sticks on there. So now it's oily again, which I'm great. They're just showing me signs that I am putting my body back in a balanced state. Or if it's just figuring out your mood and you don't want to be so moody, so evil to the people that you love, to the people who are good to you, to the energy that comes and just lifts you up and you just like, get out my face. If your belly feels different, because constipation is hormonal too. Constipation isn't just about dry bowels and hard stools and laxatives and digestive issues and lack of water and dehydration and not eating a whole bunch of fiber. Constipation is hormonal too. I can help you make sense of it. I can. Go to naimaj.com, book a session with me. It's a link on the website to book a session with me. It'll say book your private one-on-one call with me. We'll talk through your symptoms, your habits, because those are important to know, your hormones, and I create a soft, because I'll create a soft, real plan that meets you where you are. And it's the reason why I stopped at soft and elaborate. Sometimes I need to just be quiet and not be extra with it. But letting you know it's not going to be aggressive. You know, you'll be able to live your day-to-day life kind of thing. Not like, oh, well, you can't eat this. You make sure you eat at 8 o'clock. Make sure, like, it's not none of that. Because we want to tap back into that feminine energy that we were, what we once knew or don't even know that even exists. Okay? I want people to walk around and be like, why? What you been doing? Like elevating with Naima J? But this is what I do. And this is how I help. So, because you deserve to feel better. Not later, but now. Peace, y'all. Sending much light and love to everyone. Hopefully, I didn't ramble too much. I'm working on my podcast presentation voice. This is the first podcast with Elevate with Naima J. And I'm breathing more because I normally would talk really fast when I get anxious and excited. However, I want everyone to hear everything they have to say because there's purpose behind it, there's love behind it, and there's intention behind it. Till next time, peace, y'all.